The first company to kick off this afternoon is a recent addition to the ASX, resulting from a spin out of the Andromeda Minotaur takeover operation recently. The Executive Director, Mr. Andrew Waskett.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your interest this afternoon. Really wonderful to be back here in Noosa after an enforced absence for 3 years. I can't remember why, it's all in the past, but here we are. Before I deliver the slides, I'm just going to let you enjoy a 1-minute video that we put together late last week at Cloncurry. So there you have some footage of real people doing real things in the real world, which makes a nice change from social media. The presentation's titled "Three Things You Really Do Need to Know," and I'll step through those fairly quickly. Firstly, Demetallica is a newly listed company, as Peter just said, listed late May. Fortunately, we got it away about 2 or 3 weeks before the market turned turtle. So for once, we got the timing perfect. Very successfully raised $15 million. We were oversubscribed by 2 times. We still have $10 million cash in the bank after having paid out cash to Oz Minerals to acquire their interest in some of our projects. We have 102 million shares on issue, and Demetallica is very focused on North Queensland and South Australia. In North Queensland, we've got a vast tract of ground which we call the Chimera Polymetal Project. Shown in green, there's over 2,000 square kilometres of contiguous land holding there. That particular tenement package hosts 3 JORC standard resources: Jericho, Altea and Sandy Creek. I'm only going to talk about Jericho today because that's all the time that allows, but it's appropriate because Jericho is where we're directing 80% of our effort over the next 12 months. Jericho is a substantial copper gold project. There's a mineral resource estimate of 9.1 million tonnes at 1.4% copper. Jericho is characterised by 2 parallel load systems, which you'll see in a minute. And they're, as I say, they're rail track parallel for over 3.7 kilometres. So this is a very, very extensive copper deposit. And it is only 3 kilometres south of the Eloise copper mine, which is currently operating and operating quite well. So Jericho loads, you can see there, running north-south. We're drilling on those loads. We've got a drill campaign that we launched just prior to the IPO, and that is now 75% complete. And the purpose of doing the drilling is to upgrade the Jericho resource. We want to expand the resource in terms of tonnes. We want to increase the confidence level of the resource from inferred to indicated. We have 2 rigs doing precisely that. So the RC rig is drilling infill holes into the inferred resource, and 35 of the 47 holes are now complete. The diamond rig is drilling deeper below the base of the existing resource. Purpose being, we want to extend the boundaries of the resource down dip, down plunge, so that we can increase the scale and the size of the resource. All of the holes that we've drilled, all of the holes that we've assayed and reported on, and all of the holes that we've visually observed give us a very, very clear confirmation that our objectives, those two objectives stated there, are well and truly going to be satisfied. This photograph here gives you a sense of scale. That road there is the north-south mine access road going into the Eloise mine, and the two Jericho lodes daylight just to the left, to the east side of the road. Those traces you can see there represent 1.5 kilometres, so less than half the strike extent of Jericho. The third thing I'd like to leave you with is that this is our first drill campaign as a listed company. As I mentioned, it's going extremely well. We're very, very satisfied and encouraged. We've got a lot of holes yet to assay or to report on, some 46 holes outstanding. What we plan to do is to upgrade the resource estimate and publish that in October this year. So we've got an exploration target of 13 to 15 million tonnes, up from the existing 9.1 million tonnes. We will publish that in October this year, and we're quite confident that we will meet that exploration target based on everything we've done and seen to date. So this is shaping up to be a very positive campaign, and should be reflected in Jericho's quality, and in particular in Demetallica's share price. And let me come to the share price. Here's a question for you. You have to do some work here. Demetallica's got an enterprise value of about $9.5–10 million. If you revert that back into the share price or the market capitalisation, that represents a value of each pound of copper in the ground at Jericho alone of 3.3 cents Australian per pound. That ignores the gold component and ignores the copper and gold components in both Altea and, well, certainly in Sandy Creek. So I think the answer is clear. Demetallica is quite undervalued. It is 20% down on its issue price. So my advice to you is get in and buy now before the price rise. So that's my simple message. And we are very happy to see you at our booth out past the bar. If you'd like to come and talk to myself or Glenn Little, our exploration manager, we can talk you through some of the detail. Thank you.